Dimple ji, thank you so much for
Hi.
speaking to us.
Hi,
and to
Avandika.
CNN News 18.
Thank
so
you.
lovely to have you. I know you've really been very busy. So once again, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let me begin by asking you, Dimple ji, it was in 2022 that you won the parliamentary by-election, and that you won it by a huge margin, recording a thumping victory by over 2.88 lakh votes. Your party workers are extremely excited and very confident that it's going to be repeated again and by a far bigger number. How are you feeling about it?
It's a good election, and I believe in Mainpuri, it's not about election alone, because it has been Netaji's constituency for a very long time, and people are very attached. And from that perspective, they see me as Bhabi and Bahu. So I'm getting a lot of love and respect.
And you're the chosen one. You have the enormous responsibility of carrying that legacy forward as well.
No, it's nothing like that. I've been less disappointed to Mainpuri, and I'm constructed here right now. Let's see in the future what happens. I don't know much about that.
But Dimple ji, as you rightly said, Mainpuri holds a very special place in your family, in late Mulayam Singh Yadav ji's heart. He used to call it his lucky charm ever since he was elected as an MP in 1996. What does the seat means for you?
It's basically connecting back to the roots for me, and getting in touch with all the people who were with Netaji and who've always been there with him, and then their siblings coming over and their children coming over. So it's basically getting the right kind of connection and connect.
And do you feel that when you go and meet the people, do you feel that love and those
Yes, of course, a lot of love, emotions, and so a lot of love and respect at the same time.
Your opponent, Mr. Javeer Singh, who was the Tourism Culture Minister, he is contesting against you. How do you assess his chances of winning from the Samajwadi Party bastion, from where the BJP has never won before? He says he's a very familiar face, he's a local face, he's someone who comes armed with development works, welfare schemes of the centre. How do you respond to that?
It's like, I don't think so. It's anything about that, because he's a minister, and he had been in Samajwadi Party at some point of time in his political career, and but there's nothing much about development or helping the people out in the constituency, and a large number of people, they're not happy with him, and we are hoping that we are going to win with much larger margins.
Well, at least your family and also your party workers have that faith and confidence. If at all you are elected, Dimple ji, what is your vision and what is your dream for Mainpuri?
Mainpuri is like, since there has been no government of Samajwadi Party for the last 10 years and plus 7 years in the state. So basically the rural areas, they require a lot of development work, especially on the roads level, and people are not very much satisfied and happy with the present government, and also that they feel oppressed and manipulated at many instances. So my basic work would be to get in touch directly with them and to help them out in whatever ways I can.
You feel that there is some sort of a detachment from the promises that have been made by the central government?
Of course, there has. It's all about detachment and not the promises being fulfilled, and and a very large part of people, they think that they're being not given the rights, and respect, which is a part of a constitution right now.
But the BJP accuses the indie bloc, I would say the opposition, of exploiting caste and communal sentiments. They say that it goes completely against the Prime Minister's vision of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Prayas. The Prime Minister's thinking of a very inclusive, developed nation by 2047.
The concept of BJP, the perspective that they are trying to build right now is about Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, but it's nothing like that on the ground, And they are the ones who create this divide in the society, and they are the ones who are likely to benefit, or they manipulate things in such a way that they benefit from the whole things.
Javeer Singh says, or he's been saying, that the Samajwadi Party's stand on Ram Temple will have a big impact on the Yadav votes. Do you feel the same? Has there been, some sort of rumblings within the Samajwadi Party, or people who have been upset?
I don't think so. It's going to have any effect because BJP have not worked in any ways to work regarding the upliftment of the people of the society, basically. And the state right now is a state of young people, and you see so much of people in the crowd who are young and who don't have jobs, and they are very angry and anguished right now.
So that's, I'll get to that later, but when I came here, I noticed this beautiful idea you have of Ramji, Hanumanji, Sita, Lakshman. It's such a stunning piece, and I've been seeing in your house so many artifacts of Krishna, idols, sculptures of Ramji. Then that just prompts me to ask you the question, this entire controversy around Samajwadi Party and the Indie bloc refusing the Prime Minister's invite to Ram Lalla's Pran Pratishtha ceremony.
Mr. Akhilesh Yadav and my husband, he wasn't invited to the ceremony.
He wasn't invited?
He wasn't invited, Then when there was a lot of ruckus created that, and he himself said, I'm not being invited. At that point of time, I don't even know whether he's got or received an official invitation to it, and I was never invited.
Your party has been calling it BJP's act of just being discrimination, and I mean the Congress party very unequivocally has said that it's divisive, it's discriminatory. Your party has said it's diversionary. These are just tactics being adopted by the BJP. Why is it that the Samajwadi Party is so resistant to the implementation of this act?
See, it took them 10 years to get it and to implement it, So what's the intention behind the whole process of getting it at the right point of elections, Definitely they want to create a divide in the society, and they want to deflect from the basic issues which are for the society right now, which is like unemployment, which is like price rise, which is like inflation, and which is like farmer issues, So I sincerely believe that every time election is on the way, the BJP people always want to deflect from the basic situation and scenario at the ground.
Recently, the Samajwadi Party also released their manifesto. BJP also released their manifesto. Samajwadi Party, in fact, Akhilesh ji did say that this is a Jumla Patra, it's a document of political rhetorics. Do you feel that there is no one to hold the government accountable for the fulfillment of guarantees? Do you feel that's why you've been calling it a Jumla Patra?
Yeah, it is a Jumla Patra because whatever manifestos they have been given the past elections, I don't think much of it have been fulfilled, and every time you come up with the new manifestos and you deviate from your olden manifestos. So I think people are understanding that now, and they are realizing it, and we are fighting a good election, and the good results, we're expecting good results as well.
Dimple ji, I wanted to also know that there has been a lot of churn, a lot of thinking in announcing the candidates. There has also been a lot of changes once those candidates were announced. We are seeing a very strategic mix of senior leaders, new faces. Is that deliberate? Is that, that also probably shows reinforced determination to fight these elections quite vigorously?
Yes, because there have been changes, and we have to see the other aspect of it as well. The BJP is not able to give the seats, and we are giving, and we're still changing because we know what are the ground situations and which candidate can perform better and which is better for the party. So that is the only reason.
So there is one issue that I know you feel very strongly about, and you have talked about this as well, the issue of triple talaq. That's what the BJP has been harping on, that hum ye lekar aaye hain, we are the ones who have brought about the change, we are the ones who are standing for women's rights, accusing your party of playing vote bank politics and not really addressing the grievances of women who have suffered as a result of triple talaq. What do you have to say about that?
It's not a matter of triple talaq alone. You look at the situation of Uttar Pradesh right now. The statistics which are available with the NCRB records, shows a continued deterioration of women in Uttar Pradesh, especially from the crimes perspective. It's gone bad and worse. It has gone worst. And of the incidences that which we see on the TV, like the Hastat incidents was there, and the Kanpur Dehat incidents were there. So regularly, there has been no support of the government to the women, and they are not ready to accept the fact that the situation or the condition of women are on constant decline in Uttar Pradesh from the crimes perspective.
What was the Samajwadi Party's thinking of getting into an alliance with the Congress? Because we didn't see anything materializing out in 2017. The Prime Minister just not said recently that, you know, this is a film, ye do shehzadon ki film chal rahi hai, then it was UP ke ladke. One had thought that your alliance with the BSP had actually yielded better results. So why
I think the alliance with the Congress was going to yield best results.
Oh. So why do you say that, Dimple?
No, it's going all well, you know. It's gone down well with the people of the state, and everyone is supporting from we are getting support from every strata of society, and it's gone down well with the people of the state.
Is that because you share the same ideology with the Congress party? You both these parties share the same belief in the causes that you're fighting for?
Of course, we share the same ideology of socialism, and we are there and we are fighting good.
Tell me something very briefly now as we wrap up. You and Akhilesh ji are literally, you know, you call the power couple, a very popular couple in UP circles. How do you both balance and juggle your lives, both of you, you know, having these very strong personalities and also very powerful roles? You have to manage the home, your electorate, the family, the party. How is it? How is that? How do you do this so well?
I think Akhilesh is 90% into all these things, and hardly 10% is what we get out of his time. And for me, it's like 50-50 right now. So I don't know how things unfold in the future.